when they get home and they fight it out and then they fuck it out, well, I didn't really like her anyway, and you know how she moved and this and this and this, and then because I want him so bad, then I get to thinking, well, yeah, that one time, she was moving a little funny.
They don't come out here to see me. I'm always driving out there, even though. Let's be real. You're only driving out here because you got to take the dog to the vet or get the mail for your parents.
It's us versus them. Who you think gon' win?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the
Now That We're Grown
podcast. All right, cheers to episode 5.
Cheers. Y'all, when I make this face, just know I'm drinking tequila, okay? Don't judge.
So last we left you, we were talking about spinning the block, zoom zoom,
and it's a new year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Merry New Year!
My birthday is Sunday.
Did you guys say
New Year's? No, we're educated.
No, we definitely did not say that.
The people that says New Year's are the same people that say they were conversating.
Which is not conversate is not a word. The word is converse. I don't care what Biggie said. I don't even care what Beyonce said. The word is converse.
Converse.
All right. So when we last left you, we were talking about spinning the block. And I still don't necessarily agree with their definition.
She's a spin a blocker.
So.
But it wasn't just spin the block. It was spin the block in regards to. Remember I think what Dede asked, would you spin the block on a friend?
I was saying the only time I've ever really spun the block based on my definition was in a friendship. Mm-hmm. And we saw your comments, and there were people in the comments section saying we can't wait to, hear us talk about friendships. So, I think you have the most recent story about why you would not spin the block. So, why won't you spin the block on a friendship?
Because them hoes chose them niggas. Okay. And I get it, right? Okay. To a certain degree.
Okay.
You chose the niggas. That's one thing. Because I'm a woman. I get it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But you chose the nigga off of pure assumption. Like, you literally concocted something in your own head, made yourself believe it, and said, you know what? You're not a good friend.
Yeah, and
I'm choosing the nigga. Well, of course they ain't saying I'm choosing the nigga.
Yeah, but
I'm putting me first, and my friend, my sister wouldn't handle me like this. My friend, my sister wouldn't do me like that if you were really my friend. Just say you really want to do that nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I can respect that. And if that means we need to take a little break or give you a little space so you can enjoy that nigga, then we could do that. But you literally concocting some stuff in your own head for your own satisfaction and gratitude to feel good about what the ignorant thing that you're doing with this man.
And pause, y'all.
Look in the camera.
The man is all in the wrong. Let's start there. We're not gonna go into details, but he is wrong 100%. So she does not have no reason
and then not
to
even
be
that,
mad at Lay.
And then not even that. It's just people will hold you, and not even in friendships. People will hold you to a standard where they will look at you like, how dare you if you do that to them? Mm-hmm. How dare you, which I am the one that is how daring you at this moment. Mm-hmm. You have me on this this pedestal. You have these set standards that you have for me when technically I have not been around you physically in person touch since I was in the 8th fucking grade. I saw you again in 2018, but since then I have not seen you touch, been a friendship bonding all since I was in 8th grade.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So for you to be having all this assumption and having these standards for me to have handled you in a way that, how the fuck would I know that you want to be handled that way? It's mind-boggling.
Right.
And then too,
because I don't even know really who you are at this point.
And then when I sit back and actually think about, what was said to me and the issues at hand, it's like, wow, how dare you? You're holding me to this high-ass standard of why I didn't handle something a certain way for you or didn't tell you something a certain way when you have had information since my father died, since my father's funeral, that you chose to wait till you got mad at me to tell me about.
Exactly. About me. Yeah. Which is wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not even true. Let's start there because
Yeah.
what?
So, and I guess when it comes to friendships and a man, my thought process is, I understand the heart wants what it wants until it doesn't. So there's nothing that I can say. There's nothing I can do. There's no boundary that I can cross, because I'm going to let you do what you need to do. I'm going to listen. I may say, well, but my stance is, when you in love, I'm in love. When it's time to ride, it's time to ride. And if you fall in love after the ride, then we all back in love. Mm-hmm. But I'm not getting in the way of you and that man, especially if I think you're really my friend. Now, when it starts to be a violation of me and who I am as a person, like it was for Lay, then all bets are off.
But you know what's crazy? The other friendship that I lost is because I was not riding for the man. And what's crazy is that in that particular situation, I learned to detach myself from the people I love and their relationships because of your first marriage. Mm. I got my heart broken because I had my feelings in a relationship that you weren't ready to give up.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Since then, I have learned that if I'm going to...
Ooh, that's the same thing how it was with me and Grandma.
Yeah, if I want to cherish what we have...
Mm-hmm.
If I want to cherish what we have in our friendship and everything, and I peep certain things about your relationship, then I'm removing myself from your relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that the friendship I'm talking about was having conflicted feelings of her own. Of, I want this man, and I want my friends too, but I want my friends to want my man. Mm-hmm. Like how they like my last one. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, because of like the age differences and just... period, where he was trying to go in life as your man, what he was trying to do with you in regards to a relationship, you becoming a stepmother, all things like that, is just like, you weren't an outside girl. Like, we literally started becoming outside girls, and then you jumped in this relationship, and then we wanted it to be like how the previous relationship was for you, but the age gap, it's just not an option.
Different. Yeah. So, and I'm so much the friend, and people debate this amongst friend groups. I will see your man out with another girl. I'm not saying nothing.
Oh, shit.
I'm not saying anything, because what happens, especially if I know you still in the thick of it, because when y'all get back together, you know who's on the outside? Is me. Mm-hmm. And if you feel like I'm not a good friend because I didn't tell you, then I'll take that L.
You're not a good friend.
No,
you can't say that.
Stay out of grown folks' business.
Because remember, that's how Shorty feels. Why you ain't say nothing to her the first DM?
But no.
But like you said, I don't know what that was, and I didn't want to overstep.
Exactly.
Which is what Mommy's saying.
Yeah, I'm not.
If I saw your man out, and I know for a fact that's not his sister cousin.
No, but now what I am gonna do is make sure he sees me see him. Now, I don't know if I gotta walk to the bathroom or, go in between them and be like, ask for the bartender or send them a drink or whatever.
I don't know what I would do if I seen my friend man out with somebody else. Because I don't fuck with cheating, y'all. I don't. So I might lose my shit like I'm
calling you. That whole, girl, I saw Dante. Bitch, I'm calling you on FaceTime. Right? It's 2024.
I'm going to take a picture. And send it.
No, because the picture is, why you sneaking and taking pictures? No, I'm finna call you. Hey, I'm at Renaissance over here on 47th and King Drive. And Daryl's right in here with some little yellowhead chick. Do you know her? Is that his cousin or something? Mm-mm. And then from there, you make your own assumption. And if from that moment you choose to be mad at me,
no,
then you were not my friend.
She's not going to be mad at you. He's going to make sure that she's mad at you.
How? And that is weird.
When they get back together, I'm telling you, the side effects of the deals, baby. Side effects of the deals.
That's a weak bitch then. Ain't no way in hell that I could be able to FaceTime you in real time, showing you what your man is doing. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, okay. thank you, sis, for calling me. And we hang up. And then that man comes home and y'all have whatever conversation, argument, fist fight, and or whatever. And if you decide to pick up your phone and or I pick up my phone and then we communicate and your tone with me is you fucked up, you're supposed to be my friend. You were never my friend.
No, let me this is, honey, this is the blueprint for how that goes. You go tell that more times than not, right? Every circumstance is different. More times than not, what happens is you tell them, especially if they live together.
Oh, don't let you be single.
That part, they just hating and all that other.
They
kind
just
of
want to be.
Yeah. When they get home and they fight it out and then they fuck it out. Well, I didn't really like her anyway, and you know how she moved, and this and this and this, and then because I want him so bad, then I get to thinking, well, yeah, that one time, she was moving a little funny.
They don't come out here to see me. I'm always driving out there, even though. Let's be real. You're only driving out here because you got to take the dog to the vet or get the mail for your parents. Well, you're not coming for me. I'm just a convenience.
I mean, but I'm just so when it's all said and done. So then you I'm never gonna confront you about it. I'm just gonna slowly start retreating from you.
That's me. I'm never finna tell you we not cool no more. I'm just gonna.
Now that's lame. That is so. That is so. How? So, but do you feel that? How do you feel about when a guy ghosts you? Do you feel like, man, he's childish? You could at least told me something.
Guys don't ghost me. I'll be doing the ghosting. I mean, that one guy.
Right, and how did that make you feel?
I didn't really care because I was already fed up with the situation. But in the thick of it, I was like, what's taking you so long? Because when I do it, it's a problem. But, okay, so those are your stories.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah, so...
What story are you going to tell? You going to tell about the girl in your...
No, I don't even care nothing about that.
But that's still wild.
But she really wasn't my friend.
Yeah, she had already broke up with me before that because of a whole nother... That is a thing, though, because of a whole nother bitch.
That's kind of what happened to me.
So because you're not friends... Because you're not friends with her, you can't be friends with me.
But she was the common denominator of our friendship.
That's still weird. And the only why it's weird is because we built our own. Like, yes, she is the person that brought us together. Because in this case, she's the one who left. Yeah, the person who left, you are the one who kind of brought all this together and kind of kept it kind of glued together kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Why you gotta detach from me? Just because you detach?
Well, I gotta detach from you because I'm getting ready to... I'm with your man. When it all came out in the wash.
Yeah, so pretty much she's not going to say. I'm going to say, and I hope you watch this episode, either one of y'all. Can I say it?
No, don't say the name.
I'm not going to say the name.
But go, you can say the scenario, yeah.
So basically what happened was my mama friend, right, who came to her engagement party, right, the man she got engaged to and that friend that traveled all the way from Seattle.
You saying stage? You might as well say
no. We've already said we're
Seattle.
But yeah, they're together. I don't know if they're married or not. And this is how much of a G I am.
He still be trying to talk to her, not like that,
friends.
But like
we're good.
Friends.
We're really good friends. In our marriage, I was a horrible wife. Full disclosure, but I was a great friend. Like our friendship was so bomb.
But that's what makes niggas sick because, bro,
I've never said anything.
Dating my friend,
if this
whatever.
ever comes out, this will be the first that he knows that I know. Like, full on know that I know.
No, that shit's weird as hell. I don't care. That shit is weird. I don't care if we are associates or not. Why are you trying to date my nigga? That shit happened to me. Like, you was trying to be my roommate as soon as I went back to Alabama. You want to date my nigga? And then the crazy... I'm not even finna get into that. But anyways, But
that wasn't the story I was going to tell. But
tell your story.
Okay, so...
Crazy shit like that be happening.
So the only time I've ever spun the block, in my definition, was on a friendship. And so I was feeling like my friend...
I feel like my hat looks crooked again.
I feel like my friend was being very distant. And so I would be like, hey, you want to go you want to hang out, whatever. And I was always getting like a no or a him and her, or I don't have nothing to wear, and all of that kind of stuff. And finally, I just was like, I'm not getting ready to, I don't have to beg anybody to be my friend. I'm a middle child. So I've learned how to operate my life on my own. I travel alone. I do a lot of life on my own. So I just was like, hey, I'm good. and it was hard for me to do because like we like this. And so, and I was taking it real personal, and I, abandonment issues, middle child syndrome, just that whole thing, feeling like I wasn't enough or whatever. And then I went to therapy, and my therapist was like, you have to understand that though it feels personal, it very well may not be about you. And so we had a conversation or whatever, and in that conversation she was like, it didn't have anything to do with you. I had this going on, there was some relationship stuff going on with her, and I still felt slighted, right? So I was like, well, I don't really know how to, basically I don't know how to spin, I don't know how to spin the block, because once I've learned how to detach from it, like I don't go back, and part of it's like an ego thing. And then there was just so much history, and just so over time, I just was like, we've shared too many secrets, we've shared too much, and there definitely was a mourning and a grieving process in the dismantling of the friendship that I did. And then once I started going through my own stuff and found my own self retreating from my current friendship circle, and they're like, hey, LD, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Or not responding to text messages, all of that other kind of stuff. It made a lot of sense. So, I just, now we're back cool or whatever. But for me, that's the only time I've ever like really put myself back into a relationship and gave it some investment and kind of looked inward and seen where I could have made a difference and tried to like govern myself differently. But no romantic relationship have I ever done.
But yes, y'all, so I don't spin the block on friendships at all, because I have this one particular person who I don't even really know how we became cool or whatever, but we ended up being cool and we hit it off. We was just rocking throughout college, everything like that. I went through something and I found out she said something type of thing. But we still was friends after that, because I was like, okay, not a big thing. And then the more we became friends, I'm like, oh, bitch, you tell everybody business. So I kind of got to a point where I was just like, you're telling my business because you're telling your other friends' business who you've been friends with way longer. So I know you spilling my tea. And she was my friend, so we was doing things together. Like, she was seeing stuff or whatever. And I was confiding in her. And once I realized, like, no, she not my friend, then I kind of just, like, had to cut it off. And then we went on a trip, which kind of was, like, the icing on the cake. But she didn't even really have no reason to be upset with me. But I was just like, okay, you 1, 2, 3, 3 strikes, you're out type of thing. And from then, we just haven't been cool. Like, there's no beef. There's no ill feelings. Oh, and then, y'all. So, time went on, right? We don't talk. We don't communicate. But, like, people start commenting on pictures, things like that, interacting on social media. So, close friends came about. I had her in my close friends. This nigga... Because I'm like, you have me in your close friends, right? So I'm like,
how can you tell if you're in their close friends?
You can see when you have the green circle.
Oh, okay.
So I was seeing her green circle or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put you in my.
And they have to deliberately add you to close friends.
Yeah. So I added her to my close friend. What? So one day I was talking about my ex because he was tripping and I was done with him. So I screenshotted it and put it in my close friend to be like, niggas is crazy type of thing. And this girl sent it to him. Had his mama calling me, his auntie, his cousin. His whole family was calling me. I'm like, well, I know who did it because ain't nobody else in my close friend gonna do it. And that was just like icing on the cake. So I couldn't really mess with her. Like, everybody that I've been cool with has done something where it's like, it's no reason for me to spin a block. We can be cordial, like we can be in the same setting. Like, I don't hate y'all, wish y'all the best. I'll be sad if something happens to you type of thing. But as a friend, I'm cool on it. I don't need that type of stuff because I have friends that have not done that type of thing, So Friends, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool on.
So how do you gauge? Okay, so you know what they say. You spend more time at work than you do with your family, or even like your real friends, unless you're friends with somebody. You and your like real friend work together.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about like work friendships? Do you believe that there's a possibility for them to be like real friendships?
Yes, for sure. I think I can tell a story. I feel like I kind of build friendships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I moved to Illinois. Illinois.
I was getting, get out of my head. Let me say it. I was getting ready to say, that's why you moved to Illinois.
But yeah, I moved there. And here, wherever I moved there, I'm speaking it into existence, y'all. Y'all gonna see me on Zoom next year because I'm not gonna be here. But anyway, I moved here and I started this new job teaching or whatever, and I met some really cool people, like, and we have built friendships or whatever. And I think like we call ourselves the gang or whatever. Like, we're all still cordial. We all support each other when we can. Like, you know, two of them always help me move when I have moved all around Chicago. They helped my mama move to the guys. And then the two girls, we have built our own friendship. Like, we was a group, and then we kind of built our own friendship outside of each other. And then my dogs, like, we don't work together no more, but we still, we still there. And then one friend, her mom always look out for me. Like, I make a post on Facebook. She helped me with the baby shower, finding a place, the balloons, all of that. So it's really helpful. Like, you can build some connections from work first. And even my new friend that I met at my job I was just at, like, she's really good. She has educated me on some things and all of that. So, like, I believe in work friendships. They're my friends. And I'm going out of town to Jamaica with one of them. Period.
You know what's crazy for me? I have and you know what? That's why one of them hoes don't want to be my friend no more. Because I can honestly say, when it comes to like my real friendships, I feel like I'm a great friend. When it comes to my work friendships, I am a horrible friend. Horrible.
Really?
Because after 5 o'clock, who I'm sorry, who are you? And not on purpose, but it's just like, I'm not thinking about you. And then don't let me quit the job and not go work there no more. Oh, baby, you're long lost in the wind. And it's not even on purpose. It's just,
The friendship.
I don't even know if I can trust you. Like, we're super cool at work. And yes, you told me a deep dark secret about you and your boyfriend. So I told you a deep dark secret would be about me and my boyfriend. But bitch, at the end of the day, you could still go to John and tell him me.
That is true.
Or get on your social media and expose all of my shit.
That is true.
So it's like,
I think,
I don't know.
I thought about that at my last job. My last doing everything at that school. I was like, oh, these people are cool type of thing. I was standoffish, but then I'm starting to talk to people. Man, I'm not going to say because I'm still in education.
I'm a liar. I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying in regards to how if I quit a job, you probably won't hear from me unless you hit me up first.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like I did make genuine friendships that unfortunately I don't keep up. Those people do. So I feel like I do have genuine friends that I've made from work. Like my last job, I feel like, which are people in Atlanta, I feel like I could call them like, oh, I'm coming in town, and they'll pop out and see me.
Yeah.
Even here in Illinois, I got 2 people who don't work at the company with me anymore. If I call them, I'm like, what y'all doing this weekend? Can I join? They'll let me join. So I wouldn't say it like, I would say I'm the bad work friend. Like,
yeah,
I don't maintain
friend.
Our work friendship.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah, I definitely try and
so
maintain it. Yeah. Especially because I'm trying to find friends, type of thing. So I was like, we're going to be friends, okay? We got the same stuff in common. You're my friend type of thing.
Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, though, you can't always trust your work friend.
No.
As we see what's going on in the media right now with Cat Williams and Funky Dineva and Fox Soul and all of them. Like, you just can't trust it.
Yeah.
Don't you got work friends?
Yeah, well, I have 2. So, I mean, and you always make friends at work. Like, the company I work for now, like, it started out like as a kind of like a crew, right? We did like ladies' nights and all of that. And once kind of things
yeah, sure did.
Yeah, and then I just have, I have that one friend, like, that's my boo, that's my sister, Poochie, I love you, and then the company I work for now, my friend Krista, Krista, I love you. She loves y'all too.
Hey, girl.
But it's so, because of that whole thinking or that whole real reality of that you spend so much time with the people that you work with more than like your family or, your like quote unquote, like real friends that you have outside the job. You can really build like solid relationships, and often you may feel like, well, she grew up here, she experienced these things. There's no way we could have anything in common. But
she white because Crystal white.
Yeah, she's white. But I mean, our lives are so parallel in a lot of ways. Like Mira, just having the conversations that we've had, we're like, oh my God, we definitely kind of went through the same things and kind of just, yeah. We've really like, and it's blossomed into a whole like thing where I'm like, I love you, girl. You get, just kind of checking on each other, and
that is true.
And I definitely was worried, like even when I transitioned, because we worked in the same position, and then I moved to another position. I was so worried that because we don't work together, like really work together anymore, if it would put not a strain, but just a distance between us. And we've both been very cognizant about making sure that we stay in touch with each other.
It puts a little distance to it not working with each other no more. But like if it's solid, then still going, which is why I'm going out to Jamaica.
Which is in regards to what you were saying, which is what I would have to do better in regards to my role as a work friend. Is I can honestly say the two young ladies that I met and built a bond with at my job here in Illinois, they no longer work there, but they keep into contact with me and stuff stuff with me. So we are still, we're still cool, which is why I was saying earlier, I could call them like, what y'all doing? Can I join? Kind of thing. And even my friends that I made in Georgia at my last job before I moved here can do that. I just I gotta do that.
Yeah. I mean,
but that's like Jessica and Caitlin, like Alonda and Jada met them at Starbucks. They worked at Starbucks. I think Jessica slowly stopped working there once I started, but still cool type of thing.
Yeah,
so
and once you find that real bond, it takes work, like friendship, like any relationship.
It's really hard. Can we talk about that? How it's hard making friends as an adult?
Yeah, we could definitely do that next week.
And I could just talk about how
season finale.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that should be our season finale.
Yeah.
Y'all, we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
You guys hear Skylar in the background. But okay, so before we end this, we want to let you guys know we have one more episode, and then we're going to go into season 2. So if you guys want us to talk about something, comment, give us some ideas.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We got to get these numbers up.
Yes, we really do. We really do.
On YouTube and on Instagram, and we also know we need to be better interactive with you all as well. But please don't give up on us. We are committed to this. We are committed to sharing our experiences and laughing and starting a topic and going on tangents about I'm supposed to be looking up here, going on tangents about other things. We need y'all. We're here for y'all. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please comment.
Yes, let us know what you guys want episode 5 to be. 6. I'm sorry. Yeah. I've been drinking, y'all. Episode 6 to be about. That's going to be our season finale. And then we're going to go into season 2. We're going to get a little bit more spicy, a little bit more in-depth.
And videos every week rather than every
yes. I didn't want to tell them that, but yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to really like do this in a real way. So we're be on the lookout for season 2 for weekly uploads.
Yes.
They may not necessarily be as long, but we're going to get some conversation out there, and we need to hear from you all. So follow us on IG. Our IG handle will pop up throughout the show. And so until next time.
Cheers. I hope you guys have a great 2024.
Yes. This is the year of the reckoning, says Cat Williams. That nigga kicked in the door.
You know what? You fat face online.
You know what? Your allegiance to losers is not becoming of you.
I don't like that for you at all.
Cat Williams shut that shit down.
You know who really jumped it off was Cassie. Cassie just kind of she slowly ushered in 2024, and Cat said, "Don't worry about it, Cassie.
I'm gonna drop the bomb.
I got you. All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye. Yeah.